I don't know how to follow that. But good morning, everybody. My name is Maddie Lutz. Hope you guys get something out of this. So, wanted to share something that happened about a year ago. It was June. It was the Monday right after Father's Day weekend, and normal work schedule, just like anything else. But let me give you some context. So, everything was good in our household. 2 children. Wife's pregnant with the 3rd, and work is good. Everything's going great. So we've been looking for a house, trying to just find something that we can continue to grow in as our family's getting bigger. So we find this awesome house that's 2 doors down from my dad, and it's checking all the boxes. It's got a pool, it's got the space, and it's just right there. Price point is good, and we sit there and we even have conversations with the neighbor who owns it, and we decide on a price. We go without a realtor. We do all of these things, and we're like, okay, great, this is awesome. So we run the final numbers, and we're like, just really I don't like this mortgage. It's just expensive, as we know, it's crazy. So we sit there and I'm praying about it. My wife's praying about it, and we're like, something's just not sitting right here. And we even have some family members, my parents, my in-laws. They're like, listen, if this is the right fit, we can even help you guys out and put you in the house. And I'm like, all right, we'll think about it. So we keep praying. I'm like, it's just not sitting right with me. So, we end up not going with the house. We say we're going to pass. Dad's bummed, mom's bummed, we're bummed, kids are bummed. It had a pool. So we pass. And I'm sitting there and I'm wrestling with it. I'm like, did we make the right choice? Well, fast forward maybe 2 weeks. Like I said, it was the Monday right after Father's Day weekend. Go to work. Me and my wife are looking at booking a vacation with our friends. And before we put the credit card information, I was like, well, let's do this later. Let's just curb this until the afternoon. So I get this call that comes up from HR. Hey, important business update, mandatory, get on the call. And I'm in a position at work that I impact a lot of business, I create a lot of revenue, so surely I can't be impacted. So I call a couple of the other guys that I work with, and I'm like, did you guys get this call? Yeah, well, we got it too. I'm like, well, they can't let all of us go. They can. So I get on this call at 2 o'clock, essentially, all of our jobs were impacted. So they're like, we're eliminating your roles. You have until the end of July 31st to apply for something else within the company, or you can take something external and take a severance package. Wife's pregnant with our 3rd. Where's my next paycheck going to come from? I sell alcohol for a living. Is this where God wants me? So we're wrestling with this. We're praying about it, and just felt peace about it. So a couple of opportunities came up within the company to apply for something different, right? It was essentially my previous job, but just structured in the form of a region rather than a state level. So interviewed for several different things. And again, we have to find a job within the company by July 31st. So fast forward all this time, I've interviewed, we're praying about it, talking to Dad about it, and he's giving the same advice. Pray about it, talk to the Lord. So just feeling peace, right? Everyone keeps asking, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Good? Stressed? All of these different things. And, at the end of the day, whenever I'd sit down and just talk to the Lord, I'd just feel peace, right? And I don't know why I felt that, because I felt stress in all these other ways. And my wife was great. She's like, you got it. I'm not worried about it. So, just kept praying about it. Did all these interviews. Now we're at July 28th, right? I've got a job for 2 or 3 more days, and that's it. So I finally get a phone call after all these interviews, which, mind you, I interviewed, I sent notes, hey, thanks for your time, crickets back. So I'm like sweating a little bit. And the Lord just said, be still, just listen to me, just don't worry about it. And so that's what I did. And get a phone call on the 28th. Hey, hey, we'd like to offer you this regional position. We think you'd be a great fit. We're really excited. You know, they go through all the details and compensation and everything, and somehow in the midst of all of this, I ended up getting a promotion out of this role, which I just think was crazy. So in this, and I'm probably not explaining how much I was stressed. My dad knows. We were talking often. 2 kids, the third on the way, looking for a house. But it just became so apparent to me, why we didn't do this house, why we didn't buy this house and put ourselves in this position. The Lord knew. And it also brought me great comfort knowing, if I'm in this industry, maybe God doesn't want me here. But I went through all these processes and talking to God on a daily basis. And He still placed me there. So I'm confident knowing that I'm where God wants me to be, at least for now. And just the importance of praying about it and leaning on the Lord. So that was my experience. And I hope you guys. Thank you.